Last week, most New Zealand banks have made adjustment to their home loan rates. Now we got inquiry from people asking us if the interest rate have already reached their peak. Should they wait until the last minute to lock the rates? Or should they fix for shorter term, expecting rates coming down? Welcome to our channel. I'm Connie. Today I'm going to talk about interest rates, and in the end I'm going to share with you my view on how to fix your home loan. Now before I start it, here's the disclaimer. The content in this video is for a general situation only. I have not taken into account your personal situation and goals. Therefore, it's not a personal advice. Before you take any action, please seek professional advice from your mortgage advisor. Okay, without further ado, let's start it. Now, from the recent interest rate change, we can see the fixed term rates from 18 months to 5 years have all come down, which is welcome news for us who have a mortgage. However, the 1 year and shorter term rates all went up. So people who think the interest rates have reached the peak, we are not there yet. We also noticed that the shorter term rates are now higher than the medium to longer term interest rates, which is very different from what we've seen since the global financial crisis. Now, to understand such movements, we need to understand what drives shorter term and medium to long term interest rates. Firstly, those shorter term interest rates are driven by the OCR, which is the official cash rates set by New Zealand Reserve Bank. Over the last 18 months, the Reserve Bank have been trying to use the OCR to control inflation. When the OCR increases, the borrowing costs will increase, therefore less demand from the public, and the price should drop, hopefully. The floating 6 months and 12 months interest rates are all driven by OCR. When these rates increase, generally speaking, the test rates the bank use to assess your borrowing capacity will go up as well. On the other hand, the medium to long-term interest rates have very little to do with the OCR. They are driven by wholesale rates, which is the bank's borrowing costs from overseas. The latest United States inflation and wages data results were lower than expected. As a result, wholesale borrowing costs in New Zealand falls, which explains why banks cut medium to long-term interest rates. I hope I explained clearly why the shorter-term and medium to long-term interest rates have moved in different directions. So the next question is how the interest rates will trend. Well, for the shorter-term interest rates, economists predict they will continue to increase at least for 2023. Although the December quarter inflation data was slightly better than forecast, the Reserve Bank will still have a long way to reach their targeted inflation rates, which is about 2%. The recent labour market data and December quarter inflation have provided some relief for the Reserve Bank. As a result, most economists have adjusted their prediction about the next OCR announcement on the 22nd of February for only 50 basis point increase instead of 75 basis point. And for the peak OCR prediction, they also came down a bit from 5.75% to 5.5%. The OCR is currently set at 4.25%. That means we expect at least 1.25% increase in the shorter-term interest rates. Now, for the medium to long-term interest rates, they almost reached the peak, but it doesn't mean the rates will drop dramatically. There could be some fluctuation, but the trend is probably flat or reduced gradually. So if you have a home loan that requires refix, how would you pick that magic fixed term? Well, based on the analysis above, and also the fact that the shorter term interest rates are higher than the medium to long-term interest rates, I would go for 18 months. However, that shouldn't be the choice for everybody. You need to think about your own situation and plan, as well as your prediction about the economy locally and globally, and your risk appetite to derive your decision. If you'd like us to have a chat with you and give you some advice, we are more than happy to work with you. Just feel free to get in touch with us. That's all for today. I hope you find it useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.